Hello everybody and welcome to DK Boy, your reliable source for everything about Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle in One Piece. Today we will be reviewing chapter 1045 of the One Piece manga. But before we do that, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all those things. And yeah, let's go. So I have some notes to the chapter that I just want to talk about. So on the first thing I want to talk about is how Kaido, was interested in how Luffy's devil fruit was, because he's like, okay, you awakened your paramecia because you transformed the ground into rubber, but you somehow also transformed like a mythical zone. Pretty weird, devil fruit. And then Luffy, by the way, Luffy just like laughing, like Luffy just acts very like cartoony, and he was like happy and just like I think it's a pretty interesting way. We definitely know Luffy is not himself. He definitely does have some of the personality of probably Nika inside of him. That's why he's acting like so happy, just joyful, and stuff like that. And then after that, we have a very, and by the way, the whole chapter is just like this. The whole chapter is just like this cartoonish battle. It's so funny. Like you have, Luffy going inside Kaido, going up and down, sticking. It's so funny. Like when Kaido hit Luffy's head, and the spikes didn't actually like tear his head, but you could see like the outline of the spikes in his head, his big spiky nose. Bro, everything was so funny. Like the people, like the people's eyes popping out, like when Nami's and like Chopper. Nami, Chopper, Tama, Kid, and Law. Their eyes were popping out. But anywho, let me actually just go deep. So let me talk first. Let me also talk about how Yamato and Momonosuke, Yamato and Momonosuke were the first ones who saw Luffy, and they were just so surprised with like the eyes popping out and stuff. But Yamato confirmed that Luffy's hair is actually not yellow, but it's actually white. It's pretty interesting, because we all thought it was yellow because of the sun god. Sun is the sun, not yellow. So it would make sense why Luffy's hair was yellow, because the sun god would probably have yellow hair, And he told me you're basically transforming into whatever your zone is. So Luffy basically transformed into Nika, and Nika, I guess, had like the same eyes and eyebrows that Luffy had. And Nika had the same like fiery hair, and we all thought it was yellow because the colored version had the yellow hair. So we all thought it was yellow. But now I guess the Dragon Ball fans can shut up about Oda copying Toriyama's Super Saiyan Goku and just like adding it to Luffy, and that's what Luffy's Gear 5 is. People saying Oda copied Toriyama, but nah. Those niggas can shut the fuck up. But anywho, let me go on. Let me continue. So the whole chapter is just like it has such a cartoony elements to it. Like it's just so cartoony. It doesn't even feel like it doesn't even feel like some like epic battle, like the epic duel, the last fight. Like it just feels like some cartoon, bro. Like it's very like it's very cool, I guess. But also I also want to talk about how Luffy de-transforms. Like Luffy de-transformed for a short while. Like after he got like hit one time, he lost like his heartbeat, and it caused him to go back to his regular form. And after he de-transformed, he was like he looked like an old dude. Like he was like his skin was like so like saggy and just down, and like and it looked like, and as soon as that happened, Momonosuke said his voice was also like disappearing again, which means Luffy, I think, probably died when Kaido hit him that time in 1043. But I think that's why. So right now he's alive because of his awakened form. But as soon as he defeats Kaido, I believe, and once he de-transforms, he's gonna look like that same that he's gonna look like the same again. Like after, like, you know, while he was fighting Kaido, when he de-transformed, he looked so like he literally looked like he was about to die. So as soon as he defeats Kaido, is he gonna like maybe die? He's probably gonna be close to dying because his voice was vanishing as he was de-transforming. So we know that as soon as he de-transforms, he's probably gonna be like almost dead. And you know, Kaido, by the way, and then you know, at the end of the chapter, Kaido talks about how Luffy has a very weird like power. Like Luffy, you know, Luffy has like this white. He's like, oh, he has such like this pure transformation. He fights with such freedom. I've never seen anything like it. And then at the end, Kaido gets punched by Luffy, and then Luffy's like, oh, this is fun, isn't it, Kaido? So this is a pretty short review because I didn't talk about like every single page, analyzing and breaking it down. I just had some notes I wanted to talk about. But yeah, this is kind of like the summary for the whole chapter. I don't like breaking it down piece by piece. I could do that, but I don't need such a long video because all I need is some notes about, like, you know, some things I want to talk about, like in the chapter. You know, like how Kaido was surprised about how Luffy's downfall is weird. You know, just some moments in the cartoony battle. Momonosuke and Yamato looking at him, us getting his actual hair color confirmation. You know, just everyone's eyes popping out, Luffy transforming, and Kaido talking to himself. Those are just the things that I wanted to talk about. You know, and it's just like, you know, I don't really make long videos anyway, so I usually, for these chapters, I'm just gonna usually just be doing some notes, just writing down some notes about like some of the things that happened in the chapter, some of the important things, and then just talking about them in the video. But other than that, there's not really much to talk about. I don't break down these chapters. I just take some notes and talk about them, and you know, get some theories. So in 1046, I believe we'll get some more of the Kaido vs Luffy battle. I do think Luffy might be Kaido in 1046 or 1047. So that will be interesting. But it's still hard to tell like what will happen. But I think that could happen easily. Like Luffy will beat Kaido. I definitely think that. I'll also make a bounty prediction. I'll make a discussion about how Luffy might die, and then how Luffy might have we know Roger was gonna die, like, you know, because of his disease. I'm gonna talk about how Luffy will probably get the same thing, but Chopper will find a cure for it, and Luffy will not die. So that's something I will talk about. I will talk about how Luffy will change the world at the end of One Piece. So I have a lot more stuff coming up. My theory for what Shanks talked to the Gorosei about. So there's a lot I'm about to talk about. But that's it for today's review of One Piece chapters, the manga. So that's it. One Piece chapter 1045, a very good chapter. That's all. This is all I have to say. So stay tuned for all those predictions, discussions, and theories that I will be uploading soon. We have a lot of content coming out, and don't think I'm not gonna do Dokkan, because I have a Dokkan corrections video coming up. I'm gonna create a better Raditz, because don't worry, I know what's going on with Dokkan. I know it, bro. I keep up with Dokkan. Right now I'm kind of focusing on One Piece. So I'm gonna talk about real quick how my schedule, or how these years will be. So usually, you know, I don't really do like in between, like worldwide, like the celebrations after worldwide, and like, you know, after the 7th year anniversary. I usually don't talk about them that much. I usually just like upload predictions for how the unit would be, you know, how like the unit would be, and you know, if I get it wrong, obviously I might also upload a corrections if I want to make some changes that a lot of people would probably be fine with. So I'm gonna make a corrections about Raditz, because Raditz was so disappointing. Physical Raditz, nah, he wasn't good. But that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that's it. So So bye.